Greg, your note I thought was fabulous. It really focused down to the Jewish senators from Maryland and New York, Mr. Schumer and Mr. Cardin. Please explain why Schumer and Cardin are the key for the president and Secretary Kerry.
Hi, Tom. I think that both Cardin and Schumer could bring a lot of Democrats with them when they decide. Key factor in the next few days is what we hear from the Ayatollahs. If their rhetoric is provocative, if they say we're not going to allow inspections, we don't agree with this, then I think this deal is in real trouble. Even if the Ayatollahs sound conciliatory, this deal still faces a very tough fight on Capitol Hill.
Greg, one of the things the president said and stressed many times was consider the alternative if you don't like this deal. From the perspective of the Republicans in Congress, what is the alternative?
Well, the alternative is tougher sanctions, no deal, and putting more pressure on the Iranians. You've got to say that the main argument for this, that it's better than nothing, we know they're untrustworthy, we got to do something. I mean, the basic argument for this is pretty weak.
Yeah, you say it's a flawed agreement with an untrustworthy partner and that's better than nothing, and that's the basic argument. What's wrong with that, though? It's someplace to start at least, right, Greg?
Well, it's a start, and I think Kerry has been quite articulate this morning in talking a lot about provisions that make sense, that I think are very laudable. But the fact remains that the majority of members of Congress do not trust Iran, and the rhetoric and the actions from the Ayatollahs in the last few months have been very provocative.
Greg, the president was very clear that he would veto a motion of disapproval from both houses. How important is it for him? What are the politics of having vetoed Congress and them not being able to override it? How important is it to him to actually get an agreement with Congress?
Well, he needs a win, just like he got a win on the trade bill. It's risky to bet against him. He's had a pretty good year. But on this one, you're going to have overwhelming votes in both houses to disapprove. Whether he can get the votes to win in the veto override fight, that's still up in the air.
Greg Valliere, thank you so much, from Potomac Research Group, and really with a must-read note this morning.